So let me get this straight. In 2024, Kamala Harris was blasted for reaching across the aisle to work with Liz Cheney, hoping to garner more votes from Republicans. She was blasted for that. But in 2026, they want to embrace Marjorie Taylor Greene. Hmm. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I want to give a huge shout out to my old faithfuls. Thank you so much for all of your support over the years. I also want to give a huge shout out to my channel members. Thank you for that extra support that you provide to me every month. I really appreciate it. I also want to give a great welcome to the newbies to the channel. If you've come across this video and are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'd be happy to have you. So in 2024, Representative Ilhan Omar blasted Kamala Harris because she was working with Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney, who worked with Democrats to bring accountability to Donald Trump and January 6ers. Liz Cheney, who voted during Donald Trump's second impeachment trial to have him impeached. Liz Cheney, who, from what I can remember, if I'm wrong, y'all correct me down below. Liz Cheney, who has never spewed anti-blackness or racism, has not spewed any hate towards the LGBTQIA plus community or Hispanics or any other marginalized community that's here in the United States. She's never done that. Representative Ilhan Omar blasted Kamala Harris for reaching across the aisle to work with Liz Cheney in order to bring on Republican voters so that they can fight against Donald Trump and the fascist takeover. But in 2026, Ilhan Omar is pushing the Democrats to embrace and work with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Have I got this right? I got some notes here. The Marjorie Taylor Greene who spewed anti-blackness for years in support of Donald Trump. She came out against affirmative action and said that affirmative action unfairly benefits Black women. Yeah. She also attacked Black people regularly, specifically Representative Jasmine Crockett. She spewed misogynoir regularly at Representative Jasmine Crockett. Also against you, Representative Ilhan Omar and Cori Bush, said that y'all were anti-American, y'all were radical anti-American and radical Marxist. But you want to work with Marjorie Taylor Greene, but bashed Kamala Harris for wanting to work with Liz Cheney. The same Marjorie Taylor Greene who said that you and other Muslim members of Congress were a part of an Islamic invasion. You want to work with Marjorie Taylor Greene, but had a problem with Kamala Harris working with Liz Cheney. The same Marjorie Taylor Greene who spewed anti-Asian racism at a Turning Point USA conference. She mentioned at that conference that she wanted to expel all Chinese people from the country because they were loyal to the CCP, not to America. Called Chinese people here in America yellow people. That's a slur. You want to embrace Marjorie Taylor Greene, but had a problem with Kamala Harris working with Liz Cheney. You want to embrace Marjorie Taylor Greene, who regularly promoted white genocide and the Great Replacement theory. But you had a problem with Kamala Harris embracing and wanting to work with Liz Cheney. Y'all, Ilhan Omar wants to embrace Marjorie Taylor Greene, who during the pandemic compared wearing a mask and getting vaccines to the Jews being sent to the gas chamber and being forced to wear yellow stars. She wants to embrace Marjorie Taylor Greene, who regularly spewed anti Semitism, Jewish space lasers, she said. But she had a problem with Kamala Harris reaching across the aisle to work with Liz Cheney. She wants to embrace Marjorie Taylor Greene, who regularly spewed anti immigrant rhetoric, anti xenophobic rhetoric, anti LGBTQ plus rhetoric. Marjorie Taylor Greene posted a big sign outside of her office so that people who visited her regularly or had to walk by her office regularly saw that sign that said there were only two genders, male and female. This is who Ilhan Omar wants to embrace, but bashed Kamala Harris for reaching across the aisle to work with Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney, who has done none of the things that Marjorie Taylor Greene has done and said over the years. Ilhan Omar wants to embrace Marjorie Taylor Greene, who was a part of the January 6th planning. Remember, she came bouncing down those steps at the White House and said that they had an excellent planning meeting. Remember that? She had on a burgundy top and black pants. They had an excellent planning meeting. And then January 6th happened. The insurrection, the coup, the takeover. And this is who Ilhan Omar wants to embrace. And yet she bashed Kamala Harris for reaching across the aisle to work with Liz Cheney, who has not done any of these things. Yeah, Ilhan Omar and Ro Khanna can both kiss my ass in talking about embracing Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now, I know I bring her in a lot more lately because of the true things that she is now saying, along with Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes. I bring to you what it is that they're saying, but that does not mean that I am embracing any of those insurrectionists, those anti-black racists, those white supremacists who worked diligently for years to further oppress black people in this country. Yeah, Ilhan Omar and Ro Khanna, they both can kiss all of my black ass.